Dear students, welcome for the bridge course classes conducted by our college. In the bridge course classes, we discuss a topic which you had already learned in your 10th standard, and this topic is important for upcoming PU classes. In that, we take first the current electricity. Electricity plays such an important role in the modern world that it would be difficult to imagine life without it. To understand the applications of electricity, one should have a clear knowledge of electric current, conditions under which it flows, and its various applications. That is the reason I take this topic in bridge course, because in PU first and second year you study this topic in detail. In this unit of current electricity, we will study about the charges in motion and the various effects and phenomena related to it. The flow of charge in a definite direction constitutes the electric current. What is the electric current? Electric current is the rate of flow of electrons in a conductor. The SI unit of electric current is the ampere. In the diagram, you can see a bulb which is connected by battery and switch. When a switch is on, you can see that bulb gives light. It means in the wire the charges are start in motion. In the wire the charges are start in moving, and the moving charge gives us a electric current. In metallic conductors, electrons are the charge carriers. As you can see in the diagram, the direction of flow of positive charge gives the direction of current. This is called conventional current. The direction of flow of electrons gives the direction of electronic current. The direction of electronic current is opposite to that of conventional current. When the charges are flowing from positive end to the negative end, as you can see in the conventional current flow, when the charges are moving from positive end of the battery to the negative end of the battery, that current is taken as conventional current flow. When the charges are flowing from negative end of the battery to the positive end of the battery, you get electronic current flow. As end A is connected to positive terminal of cell, the conventional current is flowing through the conductor from A to B. The direction of electronic current will be from B to A. In the current electricity, we have thermal and chemical effects of electric current and the other concepts of the electric current which we study detailed in later. The next important topic, that is magnetic effects of electric current, which is also considered as a important topic in whole physics. When a current flows through a conductor, a magnetic field is set up in the region surrounding the conductor. This effect is known as the magnetic effect of an electric current. It was first demonstrated by the Danish physicist Ørsted in the year 1820. He observed that a magnetic needle placed above or below a straight conductor deflected when a current was passed through the conductor. On reversing the current, the deflection was opposite to that observed earlier. The direction of deflection of needle is given by the Ampere's swimming rule. This rule is studied later in detail. Ørsted performed an experiment related to the magnetic effect of electric current. In this experiment, take a magnetic needle which can rotate freely. Hold a conducting wire over the magnetic needle parallel to it. It will be found that north pole of the magnetic needle gets deflected towards the east. If the direction of current in the wire is reversed, the north pole of a magnetic needle gets deflected towards east. Since the magnetic needle can be deflected only by another magnetic field, therefore the current in the wire must be producing a magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is given by Ampere swimming rule. The pattern of the magnetic field surrounding a conductor depends on the geometry or shape of the conductor. In the case of a straight conductor carrying current, the lines of force due to the magnetic field are in a concentric circles. The magnetic field disappears as soon as the current is switched off. It suggests that motion of the charges in the wire produces a magnetic field. A moving charge is a source of a magnetic field. In the bridge course classes, let's take on one more introduction of this topic, that is light, in which reflection and refraction takes place. Light, reflection and refraction, this topic is very curious among students because it is directly connected with our nature and natural phenomena which happens in our daily life. Light is a form of energy which helps us to see the objects, and energy can be transferred from one point to another either by particle motion or by wave motion. We see a variety of objects in the world around us. What makes things visible. When light falls on object, it reflects the light, and when the reflected light reaches our eyes, then we see the objects. And usually light travels in a straight line and it moves with a speed of 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. There are a number of common wonderful phenomena associated with light, such as image formation by mirrors, the twinkling of stars in night, the beautiful colors of a rainbow in a rainy season, bending of light by a medium, and so on. A study of the properties of light helps us to explore them. In this concept, we study in the future the phenomena of reflection and refraction of light. These basic concepts will help us in the study of some of the optical phenomena in nature. We try to understand in this chapter the reflection of light by spherical mirrors and refraction of light and their applications in real life situations. When light falls on a surface, following may be happen. Reflection takes place, or refraction takes place, or absorption takes place. In reflection of light, bouncing of light when it strikes on a polished surface like mirror. As you can see in the plane mirror figure, when a light falls on a highly polished surface like a mirror, most of the light is sent back into the same medium. This process is called reflection of light. In the below diagram, that diagram corresponding to the refraction of light. In refraction, when a ray of light travels from one medium to another, it bends towards the normal or away from the normal. The phenomena of bending of light in the medium is called as refraction of light. When a ray of light travels from rarer to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. And when a ray of light travels from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. And we have a laws related to the reflection of light and also for the refraction of light. These laws are discussed in your classes.